right, here we go. We'll try this one more time, man. Thanks for coming on back on in. We changed a few things up, changed a couple settings. We are experiencing a little bit of storms in the area. As you know, there's a lot of things going on weather-wise down in New Orleans and across the country in terms of rainstorms. So it is storming here where I'm at location. But what I am going to do is I'm going to try to get this thing in. I ain't going to do too many bells and whistles. I'm going to get in, give you the information, and we're going to get up out of here. We all got to go to work anyway. But I want to thank for the 36 people who are in this live with me, rocking with me, third time's the charm. We're going to get it done. So as always, like, the head coach Kevin Stefanski say, hey, sometimes things going to happen, but you got to just keep on moving, make them fight another down. So welcome on into the barbershop. Please like this one more time on the way in. Let's go ahead and get right off into this thing, man. The Cleveland Browns are ready. For all those people that out there that thought that it was a situation where it was going to be Baker Mayfield was rusty, the starters haven't got a chance to play, look how terrible everything is looking, you know what, we not ready to go. Brady is playing, Mahomes is playing, and I think Baker Mayfield just went out there and shut a lot of people up. I'm going to give you, listen, trust me, I was one of the guys, and I'll tell you what, I was one of the dudes that was critical sometimes of Baker Mayfield last year. He hasn't thrown very many bad passes in well over a calendar year now. I mean, that ball over there in the corner to KhaDarel Hodge, that was a fluttery football. That ball had air on it. It had timing. It had rhythm. It just looks like the Browns are a completely different team. It's been so many years that I've been out here doing my thing. It's been so many years that I've been a Browns fan, and I've never heard announcers gush all over a Cleveland Browns team like they was gushing all over the Browns. In terms of the offensive line, in terms of what Baker Mayfield is able to bring to the table, our running backs, the receivers, they were going crazy about how good of a team the Cleveland Browns were. And let me just tell you this. It wasn't all hype. It wasn't all hype, bro. It was not all hype. When you look at what they was doing and you look at what the Cleveland Browns were able to do moving forward into this football game, they showed you that they're a prime time team ready to go. I tweeted during the game, I've seen all I needed to see after that second snap. I've seen it. I've seen exactly what I needed to see. And there's two or three people that I really think that really stepped up. And I want to go shout out to AJZ. And he says, Billings looked very slow. Yes, Billings might want to watch out. Billings might want to watch out for his job because my man Drew says it best. McDowell and Elliott showed up big time, secured them roster spots. Listen, McDowell and Elliott was playing angry today. They was playing angry today, my G. When you watch what McDowell, I spot shadowed him early. His punch and getting off blocks, man, he was taking up two from the get-go. He's taking up two. I thought Elliott got off blocks and made plays. See, the thing is, the new level is you're not just responsible for being in your gap. You got to actually be about something when you come to the ball. You got to make tackles. And I love the fact that Jordan Elliott was like, I'm not just going to be content with moving around and being in my gap. Because I'm telling you, Billings, listen, trust me. There were a lot of guys that secured the bag today. And McDowell is one of them. He has what we call heavy hands up front. You ever know you shake hands with somebody and they dap you up, they be like, what up, brother? How you doing, bro? But they dap you up and you be like, dang, bro, like, come on. You got what you been doing, bro. You've been working on your finger strength? Come on, bro. Pause. I didn't mean none of that. So just but I'll tell you what's up, my man? What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being in the building. Hey, who else looked good? Baker looked laser sharp. He looked crispy. He's going on a thumbnail for this one. He's going on a thumbnail. And you know what I like too? I like Stefanski just handed his plays off too. He's like, hey, listen, I'm done. I'm done. I don't even need to do too much no more. My play calling is on next level. And by the way, there is a difference in play calling between Stefanski and the second tier guys. I'm sorry. There's a difference. The way Stefanski mixes his game plan up, his game plan is in and out. His game plan, he has, he has one of the best progressions I've seen as far as mixing it up and not doing too much. And the crazy part about this thing is this. You saw no Nick Chubb. You saw no Jarvis Landry. You got no JC Tretter. You got no Odell Beckham. You didn't even get Donovan Peoples-Jones like that. You never seen that. We none of those guys. We didn't see very much David Njoku today. So here's my thought process. The Browns is ready to go. The Browns win, lose, or draw, whatever comes to Arrowhead. Listen, I'm not going into Arrowhead thinking like, oh, it's an uphill battle to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. No, Kansas City, y'all better come to play. Y'all better come to play. I'm telling y'all that right now. Y'all need to get in the building and y'all need to understand something. I respect y'all. I respect the hell out of the Kansas City Chiefs. I love what they do. I love Eddie. I love Andy Reid. I love Eric Bieniemy. I like Patrick Mahomes. I like Kelsey. But at the end of the day, we're not here to shake no hands, bro. We're not here to rub y'all backs and get y'all ready to go for the AFC Championship game. We feel like we got ball players. And when you say pound for pound, player for player, the Cleveland Browns are in that move. They're in that same, that they in the same. Listen, people always talk about there's Hall of Famers and there's young guys and there's middle, there's all pros, there's Hall of Famers, and then there's the GOATs, right? We both in the same room. It ain't like we down the street somewhere. Cleveland Browns got ball players. I watched the Bills play today. I watched the Ravens play. And let me tell you something about this too. That J.K. Dobbins move hurts the Ravens to their soul. That hurts them to their soul. When I saw that J.K. Dobbins went down the other day, I'm going to keep it real with you. I said, man, well, there's your chance for the division. They are still going to make the playoffs. Lamar Jackson is too good. But for me, when you got a team that's running the football, that's predicated on the run like the Ravens are, come on. If you can run Gus, you better go out here and call some of these backs. Todd Gurley is available. Gus Edwards is not going to get it done. If you want to move up and down the field methodically and run little curl routes to Andrews and run read option, that's not going to get it done, man. Because the Cleveland Browns, I believe, can score quickly and quietly on a lot of different teams. Make sure you guys like this video, share this video. As always, man, make sure, and I want to give you a little disclaimer too. Make sure what we got here, Browns O-line is a force to be reckoned with. Oh, no doubt. I want to send a shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys, I got my Wednesday show. I got a show every Wednesday. That show is usually 45 minutes to an hour. Make sure y'all check in on that barbershop that Browns preview show. We got another episode, and trust me, you don't want to miss the episode we got coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. We got some good stuff coming. Also, if you're going to be in the area, you're going to be doing something, make sure you're in the Cleveland area. You come down there to see me. Browns tailgates, every single home game. It's going to be some great stuff. Maybe you never met me. Come dap me. Show me some love. I'm going to be giving out barbershop stuff, merchandise, gear, all kind of stuff. Come on down there, see me. I'm going to be down there every single Browns home game. You can check me out. I'm down there usually from 9 to kickoff. So come holler at me. Come holler at Lima. Come holler at everybody. Let's get back to it. And this is another thing I wanted to talk about. William Wise, what up, Playboy? We right back. 50 guys in the building. Shout out to you guys, man. As always, man, shout out for that. Clowney and Miles could be the difference in 2 weeks. Let's get to that. Here's the thing that's so encouraging about what we got going on. There's two things that I want to drill down on. First of all, it's a very small play that happened during the game that really encouraged me. It was a third and I think maybe 6. They threw the ball short over the middle and they caught the rock. John Johnson III hit this dude and didn't give up no yards after catch. Now, for a lot of people out there that may not understand or feel the plight of what we talk about in Cleveland, the Browns have not, for the last 25 to 30 years, been able to get nobody on the ground if they throw the ball short of the sticks and force them to take another down on fourth down or force them to punt. John Johnson III came up relatively easy play, wrapped up, got the guy on the ground as a solo tackle, made him take another snap. Now it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Those are the type of small winning plays that the Browns are now making that I've noticed for 30 years we could not make. Another thing, when you look at it, we look at on the offensive side of the football, guys caught the rock. And if they were behind the sticks, if there was a false start or a holding play, they did a great job in getting some of that yardage back. The worst thing you can do is have a holding penalty and it's 1st and 20. On that next play, everybody named mom knows there's 2 or 3 things going to happen. You're either going to get a draw or you're going to get a screen or you're going to get some sort of play in order to get some of that yardage back. Technically, the Browns have never been good at getting that yardage back. They go 1st and 10 and then they lose another yard. Or on a sneak, or they drop a ball wide open, and now you're behind the sticks, and now it's 3rd down, and now it's almost a guaranteed punt. Now, good teams, even if you get them in 1st and 15, they got enough weapons, they got enough play calling ability, and they got enough execution that 1st and 15 is not something that's out of the realm of possibility. They can pick it up. So I was really encouraged by those 2 things. On the defensive side of the football, I was really super encouraged by the younger defensive tackles. I really think I think Jordan Elliott, I think not Sheldon Day, but Malik McDowell. It was going to be an uphill battle for some of those guys. But I think that they showed enough here. Mind you, Jordan Elliott is a 3rd-round pick. He already had an inside track on that, right? He had an inside track on that. I think Malik McDowell is a guy who ends up getting an opportunity a little bit to stick on this roster because I thought he played his tail off, and I think he really plays very strong up front. Now, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and get to the elephant in the room, and this is it. Let me send a couple shout-outs. Gary, the coverage John III had on that play in the end zone was point on 2. Definitely. Couldn't agree anymore. Here's another thing. They need to keep Kelly. I've liked what Kelly done. I've liked what he's done all preseason. It's just a numbers game, and we're going to get to the numbers game right here. My man, San Juan Creole Columbus in here. 614 stand up. I see you. 614 in the building. 330 in the building. Let's go to the elephant in the room. This is going to be one hell of a decision on 3 positions. I don't know what they're going to do at receiver. I don't know what they're going to do at running back. And I do not know what they're going to do at tight end / fullback. Those positions, I don't want to be Andrew Berry. I don't want to be his assistant. I don't want to be nobody in that room. Because when you're looking at this situation, if you go strictly on the running backs, right? You already got 2 down. Chubb and Hunt are on the team. Some people, I talked to Mary Kay. Some people thought like that Dearness Johnson wasn't going to be on the team or he was on the bubble. I said, come on now, stop. Dearness Johnson to me is one of the backs that can get some love somewhere. Dearness Johnson to me could be a starting running back in the league. He's just behind 2 monsters at this point. But when you talk about what he brings to the table, he has a nice. He just runs. I said it earlier on Twitter. He reminds me of a sleeker Edgerrin James, the way he runs. He runs behind his pads. He runs hard. He can catch the football out of the backfield. He can really make cuts. He's just a solid back. And he can get you. Here's the thing. If Kareem Hunt was going for the rest of the season, I had no problems with saying Dearness Johnson is a monster and play him, right? So those 3 are on the squad no matter what in my mind. But then you get down to the other 2. So let's go ahead and break this down. You got Kelly, who I think is probably just as good as Dearness Johnson And then you got Demetric Felton. Here's the issue. The problem for Kelly is Demetric Felton is doing too many other things, man. He's doing too many other things out here, bro. You know, what if you got two, if you're trying to decide who you're going to date, right? And you want to get serious with somebody and you got two beautiful women that you're thinking that is happily or luckily for you interested in you. You got to then bring it down to they both beautiful. They both dress up nice. They both do all that. You know what I'm saying? They're great on the town. But then it come down to, but old girl over here, she cook a mean dinner. She creative in the kitchen, bro. And then what put you over the top is, bro, and she be keeping the house clean. You find somebody that can cook and the house be spotless. You ain't got no problems coming back to the home every day. I'll get rid of my second cell phone. You and you look good. Stop. Come on. People be asking you, she got a sister? She got a cousin? That's the thing. Demetric Felton is giving you too much. He's giving you ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's giving you the ability to run the ball in the backfield some. You saw what he did in the special teams game. So he's giving you all of this stuff, and Kelly is just a back. And if you're going to make it in the league as a running back, you got to have that versatility. And if it's me, I got to go with Felton. And it hurts me to say I gave Kelly the player of the game last game. I think he run hard. Like, he's a bigger back, but he shows tremendous burst for a big back. It's just the fact that the Browns actually literally got ball players now to where these dudes ain't even going to be able to be hit on the practice squad, right? They can't even be hit on the practice squad, you know? So I'm looking at it like that. So let's go into another position that is creeping me out. The receiving core is deep. let me get my press guide out. Let me. You think I'll be lying? People be out there. Listen, let me get my press guide. You see, I stayed with the press guide. Stop playing. Let me get my press guide out. Looky here. This is tough because let's just do the math. You got Jarvis Landry as 1, Odell Beckham is 2, Donovan Peoples-Jones is 3, Rashard Higgins is 4, Anthony Schwartz is a 3rd-round pick. They're gonna put him on the squad. I don't care if they ain't see him at all. They threw one deep route to him today. Was like, yeah, he fast. Keep him on the squad. That's 5 right there. 5. Then it gets down to these. This is the next group. KhaDarel Hodge, Jamarcus Bradley, JoJo Natson, right? Now, I don't know if they're keeping 7 receivers. I don't know if they're keeping 7. It's a hard press to figure. It's hard press for teams in the NFL to keep 7. So if you come down to those two, you got to look at it like this. KhaDarel Hodge caught 2 touchdowns 2 weeks in a row. Big body, was on the team last year. And obviously Baker want to throw him the ball. KhaDarel Hodge, it's tough to keep him off the squad. If they keep KhaDarel Hodge, bro, you're already at 6 right there. See what I'm saying? You're already at 6. Now, here's the thing. I said Demetric Felton's on the squad. But Demetric Felton is the 4th running back. But he can also be the 7th receiver. You see where I'm going with this? So with that rationale, Demetric Felton is a guy that might not even be counted against the running backs. They may have him as a slash receiver or whatever. So that puts Jamarcus Bradley, JoJo Natson, and Davion Davis out of the game. Now, he has a 2-game suspension. Davis does. But that may be 2 weeks so they can put somebody and give them a little audition, keep some dudes over here and be like, all right, KhaDarel Hodge, you got 2 weeks while he's in IR to really make this squad. So when he come back from suspension, we could just let him go. For me, I think Davis made some really good plays. I think he makes a couple nice plays against Jaguars. I think he made a nice catch in the end zone last week. But for me, I would have to lean towards KhaDarel Hodge. What you saying right here? What you saying? Listen, Listen, it's gonna hurt if they drop Davis. Listen, who you tell me? You put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. Y'all, we can debate it out. I don't, you ain't all wrong. My man Marcus Soren says, keep them all. That sound like Pokemon. I got to catch them all, bro. This is tough. This tough right here. Davis showed up again tonight, some big catches. He sure did. Hey, now listen, come on, Brian. You got to let me know what's going on. Is you saying Donovan people, you saying that Higgins got to go or Higgins is staying, bro? You can't just put Hollywood name up there and not tell me what we doing with that. What does that mean, fam? Higgins. What that mean? Here's another one. Peoples Jones. What that mean? Y'all got to give me some context to these joints, bro. Listen, so are you saying they on the squad or all? I'm taking your word in saying, I'm going to take your word and say, yes, he's gonna be on the squad. So let's get to that next one, man. Oh yeah, no doubt. You said he stays. I got you. So let's get to this next group. The tight ends. Listen, these tight ends and fullbacks that they got, I don't know how they keep all of these dudes. Because let me tell you something today. That boy Franks. Where did you get him from? Franks look nice. He big, catch the ball with his hands. He got soft hands. I'm like, man, where they get this? Where they get this big juggernaut at? He's huge. I'm like, bro, this cat is nice, low key. I like how he keep his feet in bounds. But here's the problem. Let me go back to the sheet of integrity. The sheet of integrity says you not only already have 3 fullbacks that were penciled in from Jump Street, Bryant, Hooper, and Njoku. They were already penciled in. That's 3. Who keeps all these tight ends and fullbacks? But here's the thing. How do they classify these guys? Let's go to this. Let's look at it. Where are you at? Let me get you on my sheet. Johnny Stanton, what are you? What are you, Stanton? Are you a fullback or are you a tight end? They giving you carries. They splitting you out. I mean, and then you got, and that's not the only one. He's not even a starting guy. When you're talking about fullbacks, they got him listed on the starting list. And I'm like, come on, bro. Andy Janovich. Now listen, Janovich is penciled in on the starter, right? Here's the problem. If you keep Janovich and Stanton and the other 2 cats, 3 cats, that's Bryant, Njoku, and Hooper, that's already 5 dudes between H-backs, fullbacks, and tight ends. Stop. How's that happening? Yeah, you know what it is. Hey, you tell these dudes, listen, hashtag that too. It's the sheet of integrity. A lot of these dudes be out here faking. I got plays on here. I got plays. I got every run play from 2020. What else I got in here, G. Bush? What you doing? The Browns game by game defense statistics. What else I got? Listen, I got phonetic spellings and everything. You tell these other dudes, don't just be clicking that video on. It's about the sheet of integrity. That's what it's about. Moving right along. I'll say this. I don't know what Kevin Stefanski is going to do, because here's the problem. I just don't want the Pittsburgh Steelers or Baltimore Ravens to have none of our players. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can get these cats to sign some sort of. Look. Omega Level Nerd says we are going to have a good practice squad. Hey, I don't know if that's truthful. A lot of these people ain't going to make it to the practice squad. I'm sitting here telling you. And then let's go to the D tackle room. Let's go to the defensive tackle room. You tell me what this says. I didn't even see Togiai today. What does that mean? I saw Wilson late. What does that mean? Come on, man. That's scary. Togiai is a pick. They drafted him. But Malik McDowell, I'm telling you, he's to me, he's penciled in. Jordan Elliott, he's penciled in. But there's a couple guy, Curtis Weaver, kind of, sorta. Porter Gustin. Porter Gustin, I don't know, bro. I just don't. I don't know. How many defensive tackles are you taking? First of all, how many defensive linemen, period, are you taking? Because you got to think of it like this. 4 is already off the books. And here's the thing I'm kind of salty about is they need to get Billings to the slot, to the side and say, listen, big fella, I know you took last year off because of COVID, but you running extra gassers after practice. They need to make him keep his helmet off. They need to, anytime they doing drills, no, you don't get no water. You keep your helmet on. You need to lose that water 15 pounds or something, bro. Like, you can't be out there. I'm looking around and I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be a run stopper. That's 2 weeks in a row. I ain't really seen nothing. I come from the Sam Adams, Tony Saragusa, Vince Wilfork run stoppers. When you say you run stopper, that means nothing moves. That means everything's bouncing. I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. Didn't see it. Gus, you say, hold on. You said Augustin is a 4th DN? Who's that number 91 kid? I think he played well this year too. I mean, where 91 at? Where are we at? Let me see on defense. Where we at? That kid, he been playing all right. Joe Jackson been playing all right. We know, no, I'm not going to it. You're not going to get a Michael Jackson joke from me. Joe Jackson, yes, 91. There will be no jokes on my college number. All 91s are good in my book. Billing only has his size going for him. What's working against him right now? It's working against him right now at the end of the day, because here's my thing. If you see, this is the thing. In that third defensive tackle that's in there, y'all gonna realize, and y'all don't see it yet. This is why the Browns is laughing, because they got a fresh Clowney and a fresh Myles Garrett. Fresh. Understand that. They told my man, they told Myles Garrett, they said, listen, hey Myles, you've been suffering from COVID for about 8 months now. We're not even gonna, no practice for you. You just chill out. You good. They got Jadeveon Clowney and said, listen, if you sign here, don't think this didn't happen either. Clowney told them, I've been ducking y'all for 2 years now. They're like, what's the deal? What's the holdup? Listen, y'all practice too much. I need to get this surgery real quick. I ain't gonna be at none of these OTAs, none of that. You good with that? If you good with that, I can sign. Man, this dude, he came right over here and got that red carpet treatment. You got a fresh Clowney. First of all, let's take time to shout out to everybody. It is 11:54. I'm doing Browns content, and right now it's over 100 people in the stream. I want to thank y'all. And I started this joint over 3 times. That don't stop me. You just got to keep persevering. Shout out to 100 of y'all doing your thing, listening to Browns content, and keeping rocking with me here in the barbershop. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. That's a blessing. But when we look at it, here's a couple people. Here's another thing, too. You know, I talked to Mary Kay Cabot, and she was on my show on Saturday, and we talked about some bold predictions. And she said it. She said, I'm going to tell you what. JOK and Newsome going to start the season. Now, I kind of knew Newsome was in that rotation because they had him playing nickel. They had him playing opposite. You got to think about it. He was out there today, and here's what I like about him so much. The young boy Newsome, even if he get beat, he's by the rock. It's that you got to make a slide and catch. You got to, the week before in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence had a decent throw. They had to throw a back shoulder fade in the middle of the field, and Newsome was still there. Like, I like the fact that he's always by the rock. He's not looking around confused. He ain't looking around like, no, he's already on top of that. He's going to start day one. I think Greedy's going to be a rotation guy. But here's the thing I want to throw out to you guys this too. They're going to need all of them. Trust me. Every person that we mentioned today, they need every last single one of these dudes in terms of doing this, because it's a long season, 17 games. You're playing in the black and blue division. You're playing with guys that's running the football in the AFC North. It's cold. You almost make my body hurt right now by talking about how many games they playing. Plus, to get to where they're going to need every single person. They 10-man. You're going to need to win a game by a kicker. You're going to need to win a game because it's terrible weather and it's a 10-6 game. You're going to need to outshoot somebody. You're going to need Baker to throw for 5 one of them games. But you don't need Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt to have 100 or 120 apiece. You're going to need to win a game every way you need to win one in the National Football League, especially when you play 17 games. So, Greedy, you back. You back. We just want to see if you can make it through the season. You there. Quiet as kept, Mac Wilson's going to make this team too. I told people Mac Wilson's going to make this team. Yeah, somebody said, for those that don't think Billings is going to get cut, look at how much he would cost the Browns if they did that. The answer is $3.35 million. Oh, no, he's not getting cut. He's not getting cut. Oh, shout out to you. You want to stop looking at my San Juan? Are you looking at my notes? I need you to stay out my window. Let's get to the people who we didn't see. Not just today, but overall. We ain't seen them a bit. There has not been a Grant Delpit sighting since LSU 2018 or 19. Now, I'm not saying that it's alarming. I get it. It's an Achilles heel. Trust me, I tore mine. It's right now. It's torn as we speak. But Grant Delpit, we ain't seen you. I don't think that's I don't think that's a good look going against Patrick Mahomes with no playing time this whole preseason. We don't need that. I think they're gonna have to bring him back slowly. He's a fourth week designation for me. I look at him as, some of these rookies get ran down a little bit. I don't need him coming back trying to do stuff if he ain't in nobody's shape. No, Grant Delpit, 4th week, we designate you to come on back and be a part of the team. Work you in slowly, right? Get you ramped up. But because I haven't seen you. As a matter of fact, let's talk about this. There's a lot of guys we didn't see. Tack McKinley. Tack, welcome back, buddy. Glad to see you. Looks like you're back after camp is over. I'm going to need you to get your mind together. You back now? Good. Because here's the thing. Somebody just mentioned Porter Gustin is the 4th defensive end. I don't know if I trust that. I need production. And right now, you had injuries last year. We haven't seen you this year. Now, I'm going to take your word for it. People at practice, Daryl Ryder, all the beat reporters talked about how quick twitchy you were. You getting off the football, great. But Tack McKinley, he's a pass rusher. You can spot check pass rushers, right? All they got to do is come in on 3rd down to spell somebody. Okay, I think he'll be ready to go. But there's a couple people we didn't see. It's going to be bad. Sheldrick Redwine. Sheldrick Redwine. We didn't see you all preseason, bro. That doesn't look good. Because right now, the Cleveland Browns look like they like the next coming of DBU. Evidently, the Browns just get safeties out of nowhere. And even the safeties they bring in that don't nobody know about, they turn good. So when Moffitt came in and did his thing, and then LeCount came in and did his thing, bro, I was looking for you like, Sheldrick, dog, come on up. Hey, bro. Hey, we need you out here, dog. I was like, bro, you might have wanted to fight that out. Hey, after Jacksonville and LeCount was getting picks and getting all them minutes, I'm like, no. Hey, coach, I'm ready. I'm ready, dog. I'm ready. It's me and the team. I'm here for the team. Sheldrick, cuz, you good? Man, we didn't see you. I wasn't trying to. Hey, listen, man, I wasn't trying to do it. Hey, man. Man, I tell you what, Sheldrick Redwine don't look good. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You even see Harrison play today. Harrison was like, nah, bro, I'm in the contract year. Nah, you ain't gonna sit me down, coach. I need to be out here playing. You got him, John Johnson III, you got Delpit, you got Moffitt, you got LeCount. I mean, there's all kind of guys. They got AJ Green, Troy Hill. Listen, by the way, we ain't seen another one. Denzel Ward. As a matter of fact, we didn't even. I don't know what kind of favoritism Denzel Ward gets, because Denzel Ward, I don't think there's any interviews with Denzel Ward. They don't even make him go to the podium. Like I know y'all got love for Denzel, but I didn't see him at practice. I didn't see him getting spattered up. I didn't see him at the podium. I didn't see him questioning. I didn't see him nowhere. Denzel Ward was underneath at some underground bunker collecting canned goods, and he just didn't play, I guess. I mean, I guess he'll be fine. He's fine. I'll give Denzel Ward the benefit of the doubt. Make sure your hamstrings are ready to go. I don't want to hear none of that, Denzel. I don't want to hear nothing. Your hamstrings had all camp to heal up. I don't need that. You cool. I'll give you a pass. But there's another guy. JOK wasn't out there today, but I thought they was going to get Mack Wilson up out of there. Mack Wilson's going to make this team. Due to Phillips. Phillips is out. I want to shout out. Oh, what's up, Mark? How you doing? Love it, man. Love it, man. Bro, Keenum is on the bubble. You weren't impressed. And I appreciate the super chat as well. Do you believe Keenum is on a huddle? Or in a bubble, excuse me. Case Keenum, to me, he was touch and go here or there. But you heard what Kevin Stefanski came out. Anytime somebody come out and nobody asked this question, yeah, Case Keenum is the backup starter no matter what. I think Case Keenum throws the football into coverage a lot. Sometimes I don't be feeling like he got enough juice on these rocks. But he's from Minnesota, Kevin Stefanski. Every coach got one of them. They just on. It's just like one of them dudes. You ever go out to the playground and you be playing and it's you and you call winners? I got winners, right? You may see another group of guys on the court, but you play it coy because you know you got two homeboys coming. So you really got winners and you got 3 already. Now you just trying to pick off the 2 on the team that got lost, and you really don't want to pick nobody on the side. You just like, yeah, I already got 5. Dog. I don't even need. Nope. I'm good. That's how it is with Keenum. He's like, I got 5. I'm not getting rid of Joe Woods. I am not getting rid of Case Keenum, and Andrew Berry's on the team as well. It is what it is. I don't know about the kicking situation. It's Cleveland. I think he's going to miss some kicks early, and we all going to be pissed off. It is what it is. Unless old boy comes down from the stadium again. They call him the weather machine. If we don't get Joe Thomas or the greatest kicker of all time to come back out of retirement, we're not going to be happy. We're not going to be happy. It doesn't matter. He going to miss some kicks. And at the end of the day, we're going to be like, oh, get him up out of here. And we'll do that until, God knows when. But there's only 2 kickers that people like in this town. And we know who they are. Shout out to everybody. 115 people in the building. Shout out to 115 people in the building. Darko says, I don't even know what Fields looks like. That's another guy. There's a lot of rookies who haven't. Fields got hurt. I'm glad we had a Schwartz sighting. There was a Schwartz sighting. He is fast because he ran right back past that dude. There was a Schwartz sighting. He's really fast. I don't know what he can do. and his hamstrings are already hurt, but he's fast. Maybe they can get him some jet sweeps or end rounds, and we might work with that. We might work with that. Man, Fielding Cloud, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Much love. Keep doing your thing. We look like a contender for real. What is our X factor that can put us over the hump, though? Listen, my thoughts is this, and thank you so much for supporting the stream, supporting the barbershop as well. I think one of the things that's going to put us over the top is two people. JOK and John Johnson III working in tandem on smaller packages, nickel sub package. Those two mixed with Jadeveon Clowney, I think, are your true X factors. To me, we saw all we needed to see on the offensive side of the football today. We saw it. It just translates. He got that thing over there working like a fine oiled machine. Here's where it's going to step up. Here's where it's going to really help us out. I watched every single snap of the Buffalo Bills, and I'm going to tell you how they doing Josh Allen out here. Josh Allen is out here in 5 wide. They don't even care. They don't even have the illusion that they're going to even try to run the football. They don't care. They're like, yo, we got Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley and whoever else is out here, and we're just going to line up in 4 or 5 wide every single play and make you defend the whole field. I turned on the Kansas City Chiefs. They're like, we're not running the ball. What do we need to run the rock for? We'll just throw the ball every play. So for the Cleveland Browns, your goal is you need to have guys on the field that can shut down that little small stuff. Most of the times people is going to want to get the little, that's why it irks me so much when people let people dink and dunk all the way down the field. Believe it or not, deep passes are not high percentage passes. They're just not. You're forcing somebody to throw a football on point. You got to contest it, all the above. Now, granted, it's a spot foul. If you get it, it's a spot foul for pass interference. But even if you get beat, you can just grab a guy and it's only holding. So throwing the ball deep is not a high percentage pass, but it is high percentage if you just keep letting crossing routes, sit downs, little dump off passes under 5 or 10 yards, and then 6 more yards after the catch. You can't stop that, especially if you're not bringing somebody. So what do you have to do? You got to have defensive linemen, 2 of them preferably, one of them that they can't run away from, and another one that is just as athletic. The Browns have that. You're not running. There's no quarterback in the league besides Lamar Jackson that's going to run away from Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett. Check. JOK is a hybrid guy. Great. Because here's what we need you to do. We need you to be able to consistently run with tight ends, athletic tight ends that are going to be open, or you want to run these little, choice routes. And then finally, you got to have speed corners. You got to have a guy that can run with Travis, or not Travis Kelce, but Tyreek Hill. You got to have guys that can run deep with some of the fastest guys in the league. And the Browns have that. You got to have a safety that's a ball hawk. I don't really like safeties that is running around in the box. I like those guys. I like them for stopping the run out of shotgun personnel and that stuff. But you need a safety that's a deep third safety that can range. If you look them off, they can run 25, 30 yards to the opposite side of the field and high point the football. The Browns have that in John Johnson III. For me, JOK underneath, John Johnson III at the deep half, deep thirds, covering the sidelines, and then Jadeveon Clowney being on the opposite side of Myles Garrett, to me, is the X factors of how the Cleveland Browns can then stop some of these passing teams with mobile quarterbacks. To be honest, Josh Allen is just not big. He's mobile. Lamar Jackson, he's mobile. All these guys, Patrick Mahomes, mobile. You need to be able to run him down and stop the pass when it gets there. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just want to get here, and I will tell you this. We're gonna get it. We're not gonna do too long right now. I'm gonna thank you guys. We had about over 40 minutes here. So what I'm gonna do is we're getting ready to wrap this up. But here's what I want to say. You guys, as far as the Browns community is, keep the same energy. What you saw today is that the Cleveland Browns aren't just some mirage. That's what you got to see today. A lot of people was running around here telling you that if they don't practice 75 times a week or whatever the case may be, or if they didn't play every single starter, they're not going to be ready. See, now guys, you have to do real analysis. Your analysis can't just be, oh, the Browns are terrible or the Browns are good. I need you to step your game up. The sheet of integrity says, step your game up. You can no longer be the story. Browns are terrible. There's a bunch of guys on the internet yelling about how terrible the Browns is. I'm going to yell the loudest about the Browns being terrible. So therefore, no. It's a new day. You better break down this film. You better get in your playbooks. You better be looking at the all 22s, because this year, the Cleveland Browns have a team. It's not about how hard you yell. It's not about how hard you sell it. You can't be a fan. You better get in and break this tape down, because they got ball players at every position, and every single week, it'll be a new person doing something. So get in. This is going to be a great opportunity against Kansas City. This is two Titans. This is like Ali Frazier. You might want to get in on this situation, get locked and loaded. This is going to be a great ball game. And every time we turn the TV on, they thought when LeBron left, y'all didn't have to come back no more. You thought when Kyrie left, you didn't have to come back no more. Oh, no. You at the shores. You at the North Shores every single time. And don't let us get this home field. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't have to come up to the North Shore and it's -20. I've been watching old Cleveland Browns Municipal Stadium films. Don't get me hyped up. We need to be up here ready to go. And here's another thing, and I'm going to leave this alone too. This is a challenge. I've been watching some Municipal Stadium stuff. That place was a hellhole, but they made it a living nightmare for other teams to come up in there. I was watching that and I must have forgot. I'm 39 and must have forgot. People couldn't hear. It was dirty. It was trashy. It was a horrible field. It was garbage. But guess what? It was our garbage, and people hated to play there. We need to turn First Energy Stadium garbage. I need people standing up. I need masks. Don't be going to the games if you ain't got no mask. I need every super fan. Listen, we need more. I see the Baker dude. The Baker. I seen the Macho fan. We got Pumpkinhead. I need everybody else with a mask. Y'all got to get creative. This is arts and crafts. This is our year. I need everybody to make it very, very unattainable when you come to Cleveland. We need that back. We need that back. Don't be having all the cushy guys, and stop selling the tickets to the corporate dudes getting down there talk about they don't want to stand up and clap. No, we need regular, everyday people down there. We need 9 to 5 dudes, everyday 12-hour joints. That's what we need down there. We need to make that. And if you listening to it, make that joint your personal duty. I got a mask. I'm going to be loud, and I'm bringing obnoxious people to the game. And that's just me. At the end of the day, it's your boy G Bush. You know how we give it up. Every time we do this, I already tell you, listen for the Clippers. We'll be back next week. You know what it is.